Hey everybody. Alright, so by now hopefully you guys have made all of the parts in your solution. You guys have assembled the puzzle cube. And now you guys are ready for the drawing sheets, okay? So now, this is a little bit cumbersome and I'm not a real big fan of how this is done. But it is what it is, so we just got to work around, okay? So you can see here I already did it. I already started it once. And that was like kind of teaching myself, to be honest, because it's a little bit different than the software that I'm used to. So, anywho, once you have it all put together, all you need to do is come up here, and you'll see that you have all your parts in there. Okay, and they're color coded there. Go up and say Design, and you want to do a drawing from design. Okay, so you click on that. And then this will come up. It'll say, yeah, it's going to be your full assembly. Yes, let's go ahead and start new. Everything else is good. The only thing that you need to change is this sheet size. I don't want this B. That's too big. Hit the drop down, and I want you to choose the second A, and that's 11 by 8.5. It's the second A, 11 by 8.5. Click OK, and it'll start to generate. Okay. It'll take a while. You guys can see right here that I'm waiting. All right. Understand, guys, we're using a web browser version, so it's not quite, that fast. Okay, so now you can see it's ready to put in. You can see down here, this is the title block. I'll go over the title block a little bit later. I do not have my own title block set up for you guys. I would normally have this set up. This is too big. But it is what it is again, okay? But so in this view, guys, I don't want you to place this view as a front view. So what I want you to do is come over to the orientation box, hit the drop down, and I'm thinking like southwest and southeast, or southeast and northwest. I don't care which one. But we're going to pick two of these, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and start with northwest. And there mine is. And then you can see that this is the size. I think this would be a good size. I was going to size this up, but I'm thinking if you guys do all of the ISOs, that will show you everything, and that might be actually a really good idea. So I'm just going to go ahead and start with this one. Click to put that one in, okay? And then I forgot to make sure that it's shaded, and then I'm just going to click OK. All right. And shaded just means color. So now that one's in there. Then I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to click on my base. And I'm just going to repeat. I'm going to hit the drop down, and I'm going to go northeast this time. And I'm going to put that right here. Make sure it's shaded. And then click OK. Okay. And then I'm going to do that for the other two, and I'm going to do the southeast and the southwest, and those will be up there, okay? So then you'll have your puzzle cube fully dropped in with your base views, okay? But now this is the part that is a little cumbersome and that I don't like. What you have to do, guys, is you have to go back to the assembly piece. Mine's called exploded view. That's misnamed. I messed that up. I don't know what's going on with that. But anywho, yours should say like, assembly puzzle cube like this one does. But I can't use this because I was playing around with it. I'll show you guys what I did. This one is my exploded view. We'll go to that one. Eventually, you guys, I'm going to show you guys how to do this, but that's what it happens. And I did that in by assembly, and so it saved it this way, and I can't go back. So, but anywho, guys, you got to come back here. And then from here, what you have to do is you have to click on the part, and then to activate it, and then you right-click, and then you can go up and do Create Drawing. Okay? And then from here, you'll have this orientation box again. And then instead of saying Create New, I want you guys to hit the drop down. And I didn't title my first one, but I should have. But I'm going to go on the untitled one. Actually, let me go back and title that. Okay. So I'm going to hit Save. And I'm going to do Puzzle Cube. Yours will be named correctly, guys. Like, again, I goofed mine up, but I'm not going to redo that for this video. So we'll call that Puzzle Cube Drawing, and that's what it should be. Your Puzzle Cube Assembly Drawing is what yours would say if you save it right. I'm going to go ahead and hit Save, so that way you guys can see this correctly. Alright, so let's redo that again. Go back into your assembly. Okay, click on the part to activate it. Right-click, and then go Create Drawing. and then hit the drop down, and you'll see the new saved drawing sheet. Click on that, and then click OK. All right, everything should remain the same. It's coming back into a drawing that's already been created. And then this is it. Now, the next thing is doing the right front view. Just think of two rules when you're picking the front view. Number one, the longest dimension and the most natural shape. And on this piece, I just happen to know that that is not the correct one for my black part. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to go left. And I'm going to look at see what that looks like. Okay. All right. So something like that. That looks a little bit better, but I still am not 100%. I'm going to go right and check what right looks like. That's right. That looks better. That's a better orientation. Okay. And then I could flip and rotate that, but for this video, I'm just going to show you this. And then the next thing is go ahead and change it to 1:1. Okay. I think that's a good size. It should fit. And then I'm going to place my base view in. Boom. Click. Put it in. All right. Done. I'm going to click OK. There it is. Now I'm going to go up and I'm going to click on projected view. And then I'm going to start projecting these views. I'm going to click on it. And then I'm going to come up, and now it's doing the top view. Now I'm going to come over here and do the right side view. And I'm going to come over here and do my ISO view. Okay, boom, there it is. Then I'm going to click this check mark, and I have all three. So guys, that's why I had you guys do the multi-view sketches, because the software automatically does the multi-views for you. But that way you guys have an idea what it looks like, okay? And then this one should be shaded. These ones should not be shaded. Your multi-views are never shaded. So I'm just going to right click on it, edit view, and then the box should pop up. Click. There it goes. And then click on shade. And then close. And now it's shaded. Okay. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. Then you guys got to go back to the next drawing sheet, to the assembly sheet. Click on the next part. Right click, create drawing, hit the drop down, make sure you choose the one that we've already been working on, click OK, and repeat. Okay, so you can see that that's the one that's coming in. I'm okay. I'm just going to go with it for this video purposes. But again, guys, you might have to do some finishing touches to it. I'm just going to call that good. Click to put that in, and then I'm going to say OK. I'm going to project my view. I'm going to click on that. So that's saying that's the top of it. Come back to it. That's the right side. And then from there, I can do the ISO. Boom. Okay. And then I'm going to click check mark. Okay. So, guys, this is actually not a good view for this one because it doesn't show that piece. Okay. If that happens to you guys and you need to like fix it, just go back and just do, Control Z on this thing. And then you can't go projected view. So if that happens, here's what I've been doing, guys. I've just been going and I've been deleting that sheet and then just going back to it again and going back to that part. Okay. That's the easiest that I found. It works. If I make a mistake, go back, boom, click on it again. It brings that part in. There it is. But that's not a good part. So I'm going to do like, I'll check the home view. Yeah, that's not going to work for me. I'm going to do, let's do the back. What's that look like? There we go. So now I can see that backside in, and I'm just going to run with that one. Okay, bring that in. Click to put that in. There it is. And then I'm going to project it from there. Boom. 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 And then ISO. Okay, and now you guys can see that bottom one. That's a better view. And then guys, click on it, right click, edit the view, and make sure that one's shaded. And we're done. Okay. Do that for all of your parts, guys. You're going to do that for all of your parts. And then the last thing that you guys are going to do to these sheets is dimension. Okay, I want you guys to at least understand what it is and do it. It's a little tricky to do. I'm not going to grade you guys on how well you do as far as like if you have some missing ones or if you do it correctly. What I'm going to grade is that you guys put in the majority of your dimensions. And here are the dimensions that I want you guys to think about first. Do your overall. So what is your overall width? What is your overall height? And what is your overall length, depth? Sorry. Okay. And this is how you do that. You just go up to your dimension tool. And then guys, you can click on lines, but the best practice is actually clicking edge to edge. Okay. Just to make sure you get the right one. Click. Put that in. Boom. I got my overall width. Okay. So now over here I can do my overall height. I'm going to click edge to edge. There's my overall height. Boom. Okay. Up here I can do my overall depth, and that's going to be from here to here. And now I got my overall depth. Then I would go through here, guys, and I would do my intermediate ones. Okay. So for like from here to here, bring that up. And I got to I should have put that higher because it's like, oh wow, there's no in between on this thing or what? Oh, there it goes. You got to zoom in, I guess. All right, boom, there that is. 1.5, okay. And then maybe this one would be a good one to do. Boom, just to kind of show that middle. Okay, and you don't have to do all of them. One of the rules is you never chain to an overall dimension. So if I was to do this one and put that right here, if you take 1.5, 0.75 and add that together, that will be 2.25. Okay, so that would be an overall, so you never want to do that. Okay, but another thing that maybe you might want to do is like a side height here. So from there to there. No, I want it like that. There we go. Click to put that in, just so you can see like the two levels of height. And then maybe from here to here, just to show that. I mean, you can, I don't want you guys to overall or like, you know, duplicate too many dimensions, but as long as you guys have the basic overalls and a few intermediates, that would be good. Okay, but I do want you guys to practice that and understand that. Okay, all right guys, that's the puzzle cube. Okay, that's the drawing sheets. Okay guys, and now just a continuation. I'm going to go really quick so that way we can do this. The last thing I want you guys to do is I want you to animate this cube, and this is how you do that. With your it fully assembled, you just go up to design and you click on animate. Okay, and what did I do? Oh, it went to animation, and it'll play out. I'm going to pause it.